What's up, duelists? We are Team Ojama, Ojama Yellow here, and I'm sitting with Ojama Red, who just topped at LA Regionals last night, October 14, 2017. Woo!
Hey,
So, what deck did you play?
Pendulum Magicians.
As if I didn't know. But, the thing about Ojama Red is he had been playing this ever since Pendulum Evolutions. We talked about this in the box opening video where he basically called the core, because he said he had been wanting to play them, and yeah. He had been wanting to play OEM or Magicians for forever, had been getting the cards on and off, had been collecting the Super Jokers and the secret Pendulum Sorcerers, but hadn't gotten around to playing them until Pendulum Evolution because, you know, he had his third love, Young Zing, and then he had his fourth love, DDD. But yeah, here we are with this deck, and I'm glad that you topped with a deck that you love. So, tell us, what was in your main deck?
Okay, so first we have 3 Performapal Skullcrobat Jokers.
Shiny.
It's a mandatory 3-off because it searches so much. It pretty much searches for any monster from your deck. And then we have 2 Performapal Pendulum Sorcerers. I played 2 because I really want to open him first turn. If you open him first turn, you don't have to rely on Tornado Dragon to destroy your Double Iris Magician to get the search. That pretty much means that your first turn rank 4 can be more flexible. You can choose like Time Star Magician to protect your scales. And then I play 3 Wisdom Eye Magicians. It's also a mandatory 3-off. It searches anything in your deck again, and it's also one of the main card that I use to trigger Star Pendulum Graph.
The best part about it is you can't ash it.
Exactly. A lot of people try to ash it yesterday. I was wondering why.
Futile.
Yeah. I play 3 Harmonizing Magician. Again, it's not really a mandatory 3-off, but I play 3 because I want to open him in the first turn.
Her.
Yeah, her, sorry. So it's a Dark Magician girl.
Yeah.
So, pretty much a 1-card Synchro XZ. It's just too good not to play 3-off.
I think you say it's too good because you love pendulums and you love synchros.
Yeah.
So for you, she's a perfect fit, you know?
Exactly, but usually if I go second, I'll side one of her out because she's like pretty bad, like going second. And once in a while, her Pendulum Effectus comes in handy, like especially during late game, and you scale her. It boosts all of your monster by 100 for each Pendulum Magicians in your extra deck with different names.
Right.
So that came in handy. And then I play 2 Oafdragon Magicians. One of the main recovery play we have for Pendulum Magicians. I play 2 because during testing, there's a lot of time when after I play a Pot of Desire, he got banished and I cry because I can't grind as hard as my opponents because if I lose him, I have to end the game really quickly. Yeah, so he's actually very important, and I'm glad I played 2 because the first one usually always got popped by Wavering Eyes. And then I play 3 Double Iris Magicians. It's also a mandatory 3-offs because if you go first, you really want to open him because he searches for your Pendulum Graph spell or traps. And if you go second, you can just trigger his effect to search. He's really important. And usually, if I go second against a mirror match, I have to use a Pendulum Call because my opponent's always gonna have 1 card stat. You don't know what it is. And then after that, I will search for him and I'll Pendulum Summon him. If my opponent destroys him, then I can search the trap cards. I played 3 Black Fang's Magicians. Black Fang is really good. So my main second turn objectives is to summon Deco Talkers, and him being a monster reborn helps a lot. Usually 99% of the time I would have enough resources to make Deco Talker thanks to him. 3 Purple Poison Magicians. So this guy is really good. Again, her pendulum effects would boost any of your dark spellcaster monsters by 1200 attack points doing damage stabs. It's pretty much allow my magician to beat over a lot of monsters, and if she's destroyed, you can use her effect to target one face-up card on the field and destroys it. So if my opponents like fill up anti-spell fragrance, I usually just normal summon her, and that will pretty much buy me a couple of turns because my opponents pretty much cannot destroy her. Let's see. I play one Wavering Magicians. I play one Wavering Magician because she's a tuner and she does not have the same restriction as Harmonizing Magicians, which which means that she can synchro summon with anything, even the Performapal. This gives me more flexibility because sometimes my Performapal ends up in extra deck, and if that's the only thing, if I pendulum summon with it, I cannot use Harmonizing to synchro with it, and this helps a lot. I only play one Astrograph Sorcerers because I kind of predict that yesterday there wouldn't be too many Ghost Ogre coming around, so I only play one. The only time I would use him is after Wavering Eyes. So for my hand trap, I play 2 Ash and 2 Drunk Leopard. Drunk Leopard wins me a lot of game yesterday because it's against one of my Paleozoic game when he used his blue boy to search. After that, I pretty much draw and lock and I stop his draw for entire turn.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah, against Magicians, same thing. If they search with a Skullcrobat Joker, you draw and leopard them, you lock them for entire turn. Unless they open a trap, their first turn is not gonna be pretty nice. Yeah. Ash again, it's kind of mandatory because protects you against Wavering Eyes. Stops so many things. So okay, I played 3 Duelist Alliance. Duelist Alliance is a very good card. It searches for as long as there's a card on the pendulum zones, you can activate it to search for any pendulum cards from your deck.
Just to be clear, it doesn't search for Harmonizing Magician, right?
That's correct.
Because I saw people do that and no.
Yeah, it's a any card with pendulum in its name, not a pendulum cards. I'm sorry about that. Yeah.
No, just to be clear, because people were doing it, and obviously they just picked up the deck just for the hype. So.
Exactly.
PSA.
And this is really good for mirror matches because second turn against them you pretty much have to use Duelist Alliance to search for a pendulum call, and then you would use Pendulum Call to get your scale. That's pretty much indestructible for that one turn. This is pretty much one of the way to out, what's that called? Wavering Eyes, yeah.
Yes.
Well, I mean pray that this doesn't get Ash because if it does, you lose too much at that point. You might as well scoop. I play, and speaking of Wavering Eyes, I play 2. I only play 2 because my personal opinions is this card is not really good. It's actually a really bad card. Well,
it's good and bad at the same time, right?
At this moment, it's good because thanks to the Magician Spike, you can predict there's gonna be a lot of mirror matches, and mirror match is pretty much a race to who gets Wavering Eye resolves.
Right.
Yeah. It's thanks Konami to and brought this back to 3. I mean this is really bad because before this comes back, their Pendulum Magician mirror is actually very skillful. It's very back and forth, but the Wavering Eyes kind of destroy that. But yeah, I only play 2 because if I go first, I really don't want to open more than one Wavering Eyes. I play 2 Star Pendulum Graph. Star Pendulum Graph is pretty much like a Rhoda for the deck. It searches for any Pendulum Magician's monster when one leaves the field. You kind of need this for your first turn play if you want a very solid board. Alright, off to play 2 because again, with my luck with a Pot of Desire, I really don't want to banish both of them. It rarely happens, but yeah, it does.
It's possible.
Yeah. Plus like mid to late game, I actually want to have another one for recovery play because the first one get popped.
Right.
Like it's one of their top priority to pop the first one. Okay, I play 2 Pot of Desire. Almost every key card in this deck is a 3-off, so Pot of Desire is actually pretty good for this deck. Give you a free +1, and it saved my life a lot yesterday.
More than anything, use it as an Ash decoy, don't you?
Exactly, yeah. You use it as an Ash decoy, and they have to Ash it. I have yet to see anyone not Ash this. And after that, you can search like all you want. You just have to pray that your key card does not get banished with this. And I play 2 Time Pendulum Graph. One of the reasons why this deck still works so well is is because of this card, Scrap Dragons. And when it destroys one of your Scowl, you get plus from it. It's really good. And this is your first turn objective is pretty much to have this set on the field always.
Right.
So there goes my main deck.
Alright, so show us that extra deck and show us what you use the most. What were your MVPs yesterday?
From my main deck? My MVP yesterday, huh?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Well, given what you faced yesterday, you played against 4 Mirror, 2 Paleozoic, 1 Zombie Sworn, 1 True Draco ABC, and what's the last one?
Wait, what's that again?
4 Mirror,
Right.
2 Paleozoics,
Right.
1 Zombie Sworn,
Right.
1 True Draco ABC.
And 1 Trickstar.
Oh yeah, and the Trickstar
Yeah.
match.
Well, I mean, if you want to say which one is my MVP, I would say it's Joel and Loppard. I win too many games with this. Like seriously, like the Draco guy when he do terraforming into the Dragonic diagram, and I just like Joel and
That's
Loppard. Yeah. Play against Trickstar, like
terraforming.
exactly terraforming. Like Joel and Loppard, you play against Magicians after Skullcrobat, Joel and Loppard.
Right.
Yeah, it stops so many decks in this format. Yeah, this guy, I'm very glad that I made this guy, because yeah, like again, I lose all my dice roll beside that one matchup against the Light Swarm, the Light Swarm zombie guy. So I'm glad that I actually made this guy.
All right, so show us that extra deck.
So for my extra deck, I play 1 Stardust Dragon. Well, since it's a very solid choice for a mirror match, it protects you against Wavering Eyes, protects, and it also kind of like destroy their. If they try to like use their Wisdom Eye effect, you can still negate it. It's a solid choice, and it's good for Chi Draco against Chi Draco. If they want to set up with the Dragonic diagram, although their attack makes it kind of weak. Be kind of very easy to get over. So I rarely use him now. I play 1 BOZ for the True Draco matchup. Very self-explanatory, because it cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. It's the only anti-masterpiece card that I have in this deck. Okay, and I play 1 Supreme King Dragon Clear Wing. He's really good. He's pretty much a Raigeki on summon.
It's great for your deck because you play dark spellcasters.
Exactly.
You play dark pendulums, and that's what you need in order to bring that out. So.
Exactly, and it beats over anything because during before damage calculation, if this guy like battle any opponent's monster, you can use his effect to destroy it, and then you burn your opponent's for its original attack, the monster that got destroyed by his effects. He's actually really good. I don't know why it's a rare, to be honest.
So typically you would use that against ABC players, right?
Right. So ABC match, usually they would have a Deco Talker and an ABC out on the field, right? That's their typical first turn play. So I would have to fade out their ABC dragons plus their effects, and then like Pendulum Summon, get into a Beast Dweller. Use the Beast Dweller effects to stun them for 1 turn, and then after that I'll Synchro Summon to bring this guy out and destroy like their entire field. And because of a Beast Dweller, they don't get their graveyard effects. Next I play 1 Ignister. This is too good of a card to ignore. If you play any Pendulum deck with a tuner that you can get into him, this is mandatory pretty much. Against Mirror, if you resolve his effect once, you pretty much win the game because you destroy one of their Pendulum cards on the field and you spin anything back to the deck. At that point, they lose just way too much resources. And against like any non-targetable like monsters like Cosmo, this comes in handy. So I used him a lot actually yesterday. I played 2 Omega. Yeah, because I also have Wavering Magicians, so I can actually make 2 Omega like very consistently. It's not a very good move going first, but after the second turn, if you can bring out 2 Omega, you pretty much win the game there. Because you lock down 2 of your opponent's resources in hand, and at that point, they shouldn't have anything left. And I play 1 Enlightenment Paladin. I very rarely get into him. The only time I would get into him is if I break really hard, and I really need to get back that Pendulum call from my graveyard to prepare for next turn. Then I'll bring him out in the first turn. He's kind of good because of his typing. He's a dark spellcaster, meaning that you can bring him back with a Black Fang Magician. And his burn damage actually surprised a lot of my opponents. But yeah, he's rarely used. I play 1 Supreme King Dragon Starving Venom. I rarely use him again, but he's an out to things such as like Floodgate Trapple. There's someone actually played Floodgate Trapple yesterday, so I Pendulum summoned like 3, and then he Floodgate Trappled it. Flip all my thing face down. Thank God that card on my extra monster zone was actually a Black Fang Magician. So I tripled the Black Fang Magician and a double Iris Magician and summoned him. And that's what got me the game, really. It was lucky. 1 Tornado Dragon. Tornado Dragon is pretty much MST on foot. It's a really good card because first turn, you're guaranteed to search for the trap cards if you open double Iris, because you can just use him to pop the double Iris and search for your trap cards. And it's good for a lot of matchup like Tree Draco, mirror matches, ABC, because they rely so much on their hand traps. I'm sorry, they rely so much on their field spell. Excuse me.
There you go.
Yeah. So I brought him out almost one every other game yesterday. 1 Time Star Magician. If I open my trap cards and I don't know what my opponent is playing, I would bring him out because I have to assume that most of the time it's gonna be mirror matches, and this guy protect your scale from Wavering Eyes, and he also give you a free search every turn, so he's really good. Plus, because it's a dark spellcaster, you can bring him back with Black Fang Magicians and give yourself more protection from there. 1 Abyss Dweller. Abyss Dweller is still really good. Good against ABC, stop them from floating. Good against that Lightsworn player I play against. It stopped them an entire turn. And after Circuit Breaker, I can see that becoming even stronger because yay, we turn up the ABC. So yeah, this guy's gonna always have a spot in my extra deck. I play the Utopia Packets. It's a really good card right now. Pretty much beat over anything, and what's that called? The match when I play against the Trickstar player, I'll bring him out and attack over the red guy. What's her name? Licorice. Yeah, attack over Licorice because I practice a lot with my teammate Ojama Black. He's playing Trickstars and he always have Honest in hand. That's why I put this guy back into my extra decks. So now he can Honest me. and talking about Trickstar, we cannot forget the Trapeze Magician. Pretty much like negate all the burn damage that Trickstar done to you, and he gave me a lot of OTK opportunities because he can give one of my monsters double attack. And for Link Monster, I play one Deco Talker. Like I say, my second turn objective is to bring out Deco Talker, which is very easy actually, surprisingly, because usually first turn I'll have either Tornado Dragons or my Time Star Magician on the field. And it's actually very easy to survive this one monster because you have the trap, you have this guy as disruption, and if you survive next turn, you normal summon monsters, and you can use Black Fang Magician's effects to bring back a Dark Spellcaster back out on the field, and you can make Deco Talker. Deco Talker give you like so much like pros because it's pointing to two links, pointing to normal monster zone. Is that what you call it? So you can Pendulum summon like an additional 2 monster from their extra deck.
It almost makes you feel like you're playing Master Rule 3 again.
I wish.
You wish.
Yeah, but he's like just too good.
And also you use Omega as a link material, don't you?
Yeah, sometimes like I would actually use Omega as a link material because like he's guaranteed a monster in the second turn, because first turn you're gonna banish him anyway. He come back second turn and then you use him as a link material. From that point on, like he actually have a lot of utility in the graveyard. Either you use his effects to bring back like say your Tornado Dragons, just put this back in the extra deck to reuse it, or when I play against the Trickstar player, I use this guy's effects to return their reincarnation back to their deck. So yeah, this guy have a lot more utility in the graveyard than on the field, really. Sometimes.
Well, turn 1 you use him as a scout too.
Yeah, turn 1 I also use it as a scout because I don't know what my opponent's playing. But that actually backfired me like in one game.
Just the one time.
Exactly, against their Light Swarm zombie deck. But I didn't know what he was playing because he was playing a 60 card deck. And I kind of assumed that it was a Paleozoic or Infernoid. So I used his effect to, I opened him really good. And that was the only game that I win Dice Bro. So I was really happy. And when I used my Omega effect to banish 1 card from his hand, I banished a Shinarui.
Yeah.
Shiranui. Yeah, Shiranui. Oh my god, I can't talk to it.
You're fine.
Spirit Master. And then I hear like effect activate. I was like, what does it do? It destroy 1 face-up card on the field. So yeah, I couldn't get into my rank 4 to pop double iris. So my field was really weak after that, and he proceeded to OTK me next turn. But yeah, anyway, this is one of the best play, really. First turn Omega plus a rank 4.
Okay, so side deck time.
I play 2 Sticky Kaiju. I know a lot of people actually replace Kaiju with something like Raigeki System Down. I feel like Kaiju is more generic. It hits more stuff. And I choose the level 7 Kaiju because I can actually Pendulum summon it if I need to. And I actually did in my match against the Light Swarm guy. I Pendulum summon for an extra 2400 beater to OTK. 2 Mist Valley Apex Avians. Yeah, I used to main deck them before, and I'm actually glad that I didn't main deck them in the events because I only win 1 dice roll in the entire day. But he's pretty much, Solemn Judgment with legs. So if I go first, I'll side him in and give myself some extra protection. I also have a John Lovebird and an Ash inside. If I go second, I'll just side these 2 in there for extra disruption.
So you have 3 of each.
Right, 3 of each. I didn't play Maxi because there's really no point playing Maxi. I rather stop my opponents from playing like for the whole turn than Maxi them. I play 2 Leonidas for the Trickstar matchup, and when I played this deck in the San Diego regional, that was when Zoo was still alive. I actually see a lot of Nurse Burn deck, and that scared the hell out of me. So yeah, so I play 2 Leonidas just in case I see any burn decks. It comes in handy. 3 Dankoseka. Originally, it is meant for the Paleozoic matchup, but I actually found myself using her more than anything, because like if I go up against mirror match going second, I would actually side Danko Seka in there, because like for magicians, their first turn they're gonna have a set card no matter what, be it the traps or the Wavering Eyes. She's actually one of the out, because you know, go second, if I open her, I just normal summon it. It will stun both of the traps and the Wavering Eyes, and at that point you can actually use your own Wavering Eyes to remove the scout and search. Unless they have an Ash, you pretty much out the boards. And afterward, you can pretty much use her as a rank 4 materials, so you don't lock yourself down with not be able to set your own trap. And yeah, she's really useful against their Paleozoic, because if they didn't open warning, you pretty much win with this card. I play one system down just in case I see like a Cosmo matchup. Luckily I did not see any Cosmo, but this deck has a lot of issue against Cosmo. And you know, occasion ABC matchup. I play one Mind Control. I actually thought about it, and in the end I actually switch out my Raigeki for a Mind Control. I find this more useful in the current format, because Raigeki, if you try Raigeki like a ABC, they're just gonna float a lot. You try Raigeki like, you know, like say Magician, they don't lose that much, and if the Magician get destroyed, they still get a plus off of it. And Mind Control is actually perfect because against say mirror match, they usually end the board with one XZ monster on the field, be it what's that called? Tornado Dragon, Time Star Magician, usually. You can use this to steal it, get a free surge, or get a free pop, you know. After that, you can use it as a material to get into Deco Talker. So this actually helped me a lot yesterday. Last is a 2 Cosmic Cyclone. Very good against mirror match, and I have decided at least 2 against any deck beside, you know, mirror, because I have to assume that, you know, they would sign Anti-Spell Fragrance given how popular Pendulum Magician is right now. And that's pretty much cover my side deck options.
Alright everyone, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned because the fun is just getting started.